Okay, it's starting to get cold outside, and when it gets cold, one of the things I think of is ice and slips and falls, and you hear about it all the time in the winter. Um, Black ice on the sidewalk, unsalted sidewalks, doesn't matter. It's just a fact of winter, right? We slip and fall. So there are certain things we can do to help us to either prevent us from falling and maybe catch us before we collide towards the ground, or at least help us to fall in a more safe way when we hit the ground. So in this particular video, I'm going to be going over how to work on those little stabilizer muscles that you utilize while you're potentially trying to prevent yourself from falling, or in general. So we're going to work on our balance today. And one of my favorite things to do to work on balance, whether it's in my martial arts classes or my Qigong classes or just in general, is to have people slow down. And what we're going to use is a very common movement, walking. So we're going to walk in place so that we can work on our little stabilizer muscles that would help us that if we were going to lose our balance, right, and to regain the balance. So what you're going to do is you're just going to start with your feet shoulder width apart, right? And you're just going to start a nice, gentle, slow march. Okay? And what I like to do also is get my hands involved. So I lift the opposite hand to the foot that I'm lifting up. And the slower you can get yourself to do this, the more of a workout you're given to those little stabilizer muscles. And I'm standing on a mat here, so it adds a little extra challenge. Right? If you want less of a challenge, you can work on just a totally flat surface. If you want more of a challenge, there you can use things like a Bosu ball or something that creates an instability on the ground. And as I'm picking my hands nice and gentle up and down, and then I mentioned extra challenges, but you can also, if you're having trouble with just this part, you can move a little bit faster, or you can just use one side at a time and maybe keep something there for balance. All right, and I'll pick my nice and high and then come down nice and low. If you notice, I'm transferring my weight from side to side. Also, as I come down, and if I want to be extra present, I'll inhale as I pick up and exhale as I come down. And when I connect my breath like that, it makes it a little bit easier to focus and concentrate on making that movement nice and slow. And I would just do this a few minutes a day so that you can work those stabilizer muscles. That way, if you find yourself losing your balance, you might be able to catch it before you collide towards the ground and fall. All right, so that's walking in place, gentle walking, slow motion in place. Very common exercise that we all do, right? Hopefully we all walk at least a little bit in our lives, but slowing it down helps us work on that balance.